my day ones here.
The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Jaguars, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. And they'll go again with ETN. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And taken right at the 35. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. So a nice run there, and I have to think it's maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And you know, Charles, it's been a terrific season for them. They couldn't quite get that #1 seed and the associated bye that goes with it, but nevertheless, they've got to be one of the favorites here to win it all.
They do, because of the season that they've had, the position that they're in, and we know under the old playoff system, they would have this game this weekend would not be one that they would play, but nevertheless, maybe it's a good thing. Sometimes you carry that momentum from the season all the way through the playoffs.
I'm ready.
If you get that open week, sometimes you lose it a little bit. So I think that's what's going to be their mindset.
On first down, right back to ETN. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
That's caught by Myers. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect to it for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Slant around, and he finds Thornton. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to it.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost him a ball game?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion. Jones on the return. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England's offense set to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going for the deep ball. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Opposite. Check. Lock it.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Bradley Pinion now. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus the defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it. I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure and then they'll try to turn around their fortunes.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses
lucky that the arm is going forward. And the third down throw incomplete as well. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Meanwhile, Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Patriots continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. So they won their division and earned the right to play at home in the first round of the playoffs, but this one is not going to script so far.
Nowhere did they have the thought process that they'd be down double digits. But the good thing is it's the first half. You and I know, I mean, you've been with me long enough now. Hang with the game plan. Stay the course for a while. Don't panic and change up things. Keep grinding. Long way to go in this ball game.
That was my question to you. You don't throw everything away at this point. Stay on course.
And stay on course. Obviously, you want to eliminate the things that have caused you to be down double digits. But at the same time, you're not getting it all back in one play. Keep going. The game plan was put in there for a reason.
Now Lawrence. And Graham on the ground. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Lawrence. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off-play action. Jones. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot. How much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Williams brings it in. A very solid gain of 27.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Etienne diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early, so they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scare, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Trayvon Walker, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Now on they'll look to throw. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we have coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when we see plays like that, all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated. Because you know that.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had great action yesterday, and this, the first of 3 more games coming at you here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. And you can see the result there. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Patriots offense heads back out there, and we get another look at Tyquan Thornton.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he's got room. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, Raheem Mostert, remember, he established himself as a special teams guy before becoming a good runner, and he's never been one to back away from contact as he's able to run through would-be tacklers there on his way downfield.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thornton. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Firing quickly.
this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
On second and goal, Jones, the quick slant caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second and 9, Lawrence. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. Here's Jones on the return. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Patriots offense heads back out there, and we get another look at Tyquan Thornton. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Throwing again on second and 10. Jones, he'll swing this out to Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. To the ground, this time Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Mostert. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And he's got it to about the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he lost the football. And now who's got it? The defense does. They recover in the end zone. So this will go as a touchback. And boy, you talk about going from jubilation to heartbreak, as that's a big turnover.
After review of the play,
so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Stevenson. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Again, Stevenson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so.
Back now in Jacksonville, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Got his man. It's Williams. And it's a room to run now. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. ETN once more. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Lawrence will throw. That's complete, right around the 8. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. Jack 4 yards out. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So that runs up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them because what you talked about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on a home team than to be behind the entire game? Because the home crowd's there really for a coronation. They expect to win. And when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game, and then the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a little bit frustrated with the home team, and that gives you an extra advantage. So they've done it perfectly. Big lead, put everything back on the home team, and they're capitalizing.
And right now, that crowd, silent. On 2nd and 9, Jones. He's going to air one out. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton, 64 yards. And the Patriots up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out come the Jags. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence, and he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jonathan Jones, and the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
We had a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 156 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Let's go. Here's Mostert. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Pats have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jaguars back with it on offense. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Caught left side. Williams. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. Here's Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Richie James, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to claw one back. McManus's pull after is good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation, because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it. And quickly, they get to the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
19 Tiger.
Throwing on second and long. Jones, he sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. Trying. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. To throw again is Lawrence. This is caught by Williams. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. Touchdown! Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point for McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lead.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. To hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spring.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you